Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be in need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. In your eyes, on your body, you don't have to tell me you don't care. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be in need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day, boys. Hope you all are having a great one. We got ourselves more 5V5 1v1 DUELS tonight. Yesterday, we had a fantastic array of them over on the EU. My man Cracker got thrown into so many mages, man. It was not even funny. It was not even fair. They kept nerfing mages, but it's more like a nerf. Like, it's substantial numbers on paper, but then when you put it in the arena, it's like, really? That doesn't feel like a nerf, dude. Every time he charges, breath. Okay, there goes my charge. Or when you charge him, they blink. Alright, I guess I'll charge again. Okay, he reverses the blink. I'll leap. Then he gets the blink again. Hopefully you have double leap. If you do, he still has a way to knock you back. Oh, now I gotta go flying. Now I got no walls to hide behind. Just have to take the damage to the face, pop in a wall, waddling towards the guy. Maybe a Blade Storm. Oh, I press a Blade Storm. He's still walking while casting and just getting away from me. Fun. It is not ideal, man. It is not ideal. But how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a good one, by the way. There's apparently a hurricane, not in my area, but there's a hurricane approaching us over here in US. I don't see it, I don't feel it when I go outside, but I do feel it like in the atmospheric pressure or whatever. Yeah. Привет, Dalaran, what's up, Wolverine? How you doing, man? Можно поучаствовать? Пятницу можно, сегодня будет NA. Today's duels are over in the NA region, boys. So, I'm gonna list the groups up, as per usual. In the multi-core Raids Legacy. Let's get some duels up and running today, boys. Yeah, still gotta get my caps out for the week, man. I'm almost capped up with everything. I think I'm almost capped up with my dungeons, and I gotta finish up some Cockle stuff. But man, I also want to start playing alds, dude. I've spent just a little bit of today. I woke up today, I was like, I need to do a little bit of work, but not that much. Because I ended up staying up last night and doing a lot of work then. Вчера участвовал. Я хорошо, я не знал. Нормально. Но у нас нормально дуэли в Европе на пятницу и в субботу это в NA. No, country packs можно. Buff Frost DK there for everything else. I am down with that at this point, honestly, dude. How you doing, my man? Small upgrade for knife wife for 20,000 DPS. Yo, them Arcamage Sims, what the hell are these things, dude? What the hell? Wait, why are you doing 1.3? Is that in single target? Is that your single target sim of 1.3 million? Just like that? Huh? Buff ambush? I don't think ambush is a buff. Unless you're saying buff outlaw, and then I'm like, I'm down with that, but but yeah, groups are going to be listed over in LG if you guys want to join us. Yesterday's duels were amazing over in the EU, dude. We had a lot of, again, watching Crocker getting bullied by mages wasn't all that fun, because it's like, man, what kind of warrior do in that regard? He did get a sweet reflect though. Those are mwah, beautiful. When a mage just goes in for that big execute barrage and you just pop a reflect and then he just like plunks him right in the face, he goes down. Ooh. That is so good. Or when you land and it just hits you real hard. Yeah. I actually feel like, wasn't there like a PvP talent before where mages could, or warriors could pop spell reflect and their spell that's reflected actually hits much harder back at the target? I feel like that should come back in PvP, right? So if you can line it up against like a hard hitting spell, it should hit even harder. So it's like, you really got to be careful with the warrior spell reflecting. You know what I mean? Buff Death Strike? I'm okay with that, dude. Bad. Pick up hot Chillpills. Yo, Chill's just out of control, name. What's up, my guy? Hope you doing good. Think that was Legion? I think it might have been Legion. One of the expansions. I want to say it was either a PvP talent or like a baseline passive thing at some point. I don't know. I think it was one where the spell reflect would reflect, like you pop it and for the next 5 seconds you reflect everything back at targets. But you could probably take like a, I think it was a PvP talent that changed it so you only reflect one spell, but it hits like 50% harder. I think that should be a baseline. Imagine like being a caster and you're just like, I'm gonna hit you with a cable bolt. You just like blink, time it right, blink it back at them, and now you have a go. Imagine how much of a turnaround you could have. Like, I would be kind of against that if, I'd be against that for the most part if, let's say, like, I don't know, like, you know how warriors had that whole intercept spell reflect for you and the other guy type of utility? Like, if that was there, right, if that was the intercept spell reflect and it also did 50% more damage back at the target, I feel like that'd be busted. But if you just hit the warrior, I feel like that'd be kind of cool if you lined it up, man. If he's sad, all good, man. Хорошо говоришь по-русски, я удивлен. Я родился в России давно, я живу в Америке. Я не так много говорю по-русски, но чуть-чуть забываю. This is my single target sim. Oh wait, that's dungeon slice. Oh, okay. I was gonna say 1.3 mil single target sim would have been amazing, bro. Actually amazing. Holy. All right. All right, let me also bring this up as well here. Beautiful. One of you guys is gonna have to be lead for these though. I'll probably make a Conan or somebody up and running for these. Posting some right now, friend. Also, Kevin Landers was like, yo, when you gonna do, my man? I'm like, yo, here we are, my man. Here we are. Epicmorales wipe out. Let's go, dude. Yeah, bring your friends in on these, man. This is so fun with friends. Also, let me post I meant to do this earlier, but I'm really good at what I do. Let me post it here in chat to show. If you guys want to join us, you can find us over in the LFG raids. Like I say, anybody and everybody is welcome to join these duels, by the way. Anybody and everybody is welcome. I want to see if Kevin hit me back up. More wingman, more than a decade. Dude, that's awesome, man. That is awesome, dude. These are the friends you want to keep close, man. You know what I mean? These are the friends you want to keep near ya. Let me see if Boris is around. I wonder if he's putting a group together or if he's just like chilling. Let me see. I meant to message him, but then I clicked the wrong thing. Hey, Duels tonight? I want to see if Northern Stranglehold. I want to see if Blaze wants to join these. Hey, Blaze, wanna join 5V5 Duels, friend? Is he putting another group together? Potentially. Possibly. We'll see. Yeah, hell yeah, my man. Invite, please. Yo, Kevin, got you, my guy. I got you. Alright, so with my group, we need only 2 more. We'll be good to go. I don't know if we have any in the other group, but we'll figure it out, right? Who is blah blah? Who is blah blah? I actually don't really know. Is Chicago want to join in? Hey, Duels tonight? Show of them shamey buffs. Dude, Shaman's got juiced. I mean, some of their abilities are hitting for 40% more damage. All good, all good. And Seavark is doing keys, or not keys, he's queuing. Check? Does he want to join in? Hey, Duels tonight? I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna hit him up anyway. Dude, trying to remember who joins Duels on an A anymore. I don't remember at all, dude. What's up, Bragg? I hit him a bed. No, really, I'm just so used to like the group being set up, and I'm just like never have to do anything at all. Let me know when to inv. Blood Dagger sounds SID be down. So this group is almost full. We'll just need one more. Who was there? PB&J normally joins these. I can see if Heldrock wants to join in. I don't know if he's down or not. Hey, wanna join those two games? I'll see if he's down. I'll hit him up. I miss Heldrock. He's a really good marksman. Don't worry, it won't last. You know, Blizzard have a hard time kind of balancing Shaman since vanilla. Not wrong. Not wrong. There's been quite a few of my friends that are like, yo, Shaman is fun, but like it's a lot of buttons. Like, can we like condense it a little? And even they try to like sort of do that over on the PTR, but it's like more of an optional thing than anything. It looks like they're trying to make those talents a little better, but like I think they're aware, like, oh yeah, like I feel like a lot of classes got a little easier this expansion. Am I the only one? I feel like every class got a little easier, like in one small way or another. Like Arcane Mages is no longer like a big like algebra equation you gotta solve before you can figure out your entire rotation, right? Even Frost Mage is just like, when you got cooldowns, just lands. Flurry, when you got cooldowns, just flurry instead. Don't frostbolt. You don't really need to, right? Outlaw Rogue about to get even easier too, because like you'll just basically spam between the eyes and you'll advantage just to get it back up, so it'll actually play even better. Actually play really good. But like besides that, it's just like simple comp point building and spending. Assassin Rogue isn't easy, but like Assassin's got to feel like a little bit easier, because now it's like, oh, Deathstalker, just spam those Envenoms, don't worry about it. Like there's a couple little management mechanics that you want to overlap, and it's like, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. It may come back because there's a new difference of talents with Twist the Blade, stacking, overlapping each other. Nobody believes that talent. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about, but it's like some weird stuff going on. And Subrogue is going to have like cooldowns for days. 3 symbols of death. 3 symbols of death. Like, who thought this was a good idea? But like, it's probably going to be really good for them gameplay wise, because they're going to have like so much flexibility in cooldowns that just basically burst 24/7. But like, it's going to be interesting. I don't hate it. Live a chain heal by another shaman's alum. I'm so sick of dueling today. So sick, but we're dueling. Yo, if you gotta take a break, Chills, don't you worry, my guy. Honestly, yeah, I'd rather you be healthy, man. I'd rather you be healthy, honestly. Yeah. If you want to pop in for a few and be like, all right, I'm gonna maybe get the blood circulating for a bit, and then I'm gonna step out, just chill. If you want to do that, or if you just want to chill, just hang out, man. Whatever's best for your health, honestly. You know what I mean? So Hellrock never hit me back up. Hockey? Oh, Hockey. Hey. Those friend? Oh, we getting first group together. I don't know if Boris needs an invite or if he's making his own group. Oh, they are. Okay, so they got 2, so they need a couple more. All right, that's beautiful. So this group is almost set. Chicago hits me back up. I'm sure Chicago will be interested, but if I get Hockey, Kargath is another guy that usually joins these, right? I don't know if he'll be around. Kaiser, does Kaiser join these? Kaiser was the guy with the controversial, technically controversial, but like not really name, right? Am I wrong? Am I right, or am I misremembering? Also, who is Paladin? I don't remember who anybody is at all. He's a Ring of Deeps. Hey, wanna join Duels? I wanna see if he's down for it. Oh, Varlip too. Wait. Wait, I confused him with the other, because Sword was Wirch. Oh, work. I don't know. The rogue, light sword, sword of dark, and light sword. And two people are confused because they both have the name sword in their BNet, and my brain just mixes the two. I was about to say like, wait, it's the same guy? No, I'm just dumb. Catch some W's is good for my health. Yeah, exactly. I feel that. Chillpills last one will be above Death Strike. No, like they probably could. Like, why is Death Strike doing like very, very little, right? Like, just make it a decent heal. That's all Deaths are asking for, is like a decent ability where they can heal if they need to play defensively, right? Like, I don't disagree with that. Like, you have runic power and you should use it defensively, but you should also be rewarded for using it offensively. Frost Strike, Death Goals hits pretty hard right now for Unholy. Like, it does decent damage, especially if you get a proc with Sudden Doom. For Frost Death, it should be like, oh, you send it onto a Frost Strike, it should hit pretty hard. So you choose between defense or offense, you should be able to slap with it. Another Frost play other specs. Oh, this is the time to play Frost, man. Like, they got like a couple of builds, dude. They got that dual wield thing going on and everything. Like, it's actually pretty decent. Okay. Yeah, Chicago said he'll be down. He just needs to do something IRL. But you can probably fill. Does Boom want to join these? Hey, wanna join for some 5v5 on Duels, friend? I'm just asking around at this point. I'm just asking questions. Hockey. Yo, let me know when to invite. Let me know when to invite. Hell yeah. The legit nerve Death Strike in season 1 and like the last 3 expects to only buff it back up later. Dude, exactly. Like, what is this? You could just get it right the first time, you know? I'm only a healer now. Oh, okay. I feel that. I feel that, my man. I feel that. Now, yeah, I'll get you in here. Also, we gotta get Hatred in on these, man. That'd be awesome, too. Oh, yeah, I gotta convert it to a raid. And then, yeah. Gotcha. I gotcha, my guy. Okay, so this group is set. Okay, this group is set. Second group getting a few more bodies together. I'm gonna go help them real fast. I'll make hockey lead. I'm gonna make hockey lead for the time being. Hockey done this before, right? I think. I want to say yeah. Hockey probably done a couple of these. Sit tight. What are they at? What is the other group at? They got they got generic. Let's go. Boris, Reflex, and Canary, dude. The triple threat. The literal triple threat. Yo, Chills, join them. They got a group in multicore also. You should just join them because we got one group set. They need two with you. That'll need just one. And then once I got the one, you're done. And then they're done. And then, or you're done. One of the teams is going to be done. One of the teams is going to get cooked tonight. And we'll just run these as much as possible, dude. We don't need to shuffle the teams around like we do with the EU as much. Unless you got like just like a lot of bodies. Another place I've been making one spec meta for PvP for classes that have 2 or more DPS specs. As long as this is the case, it'll bother them for the others. I mean, I would prefer them not really focusing on just like one spec meta, but I do think it's probably easier to balance it, right? Because let's say if you have like, all right, for rogues, assassination is the flavor of the month, or flavor of the season, I guess, right? For season 1. And then for mages, everybody's arcane or something, or frost. And then Death Knights, everybody's unholy. And then the next season comes around and switches. I think it's not fun for people that like to just play their spec. It's like, there's my spec, like Outlaw for me, which is doing pretty good actually, not terrible. I had worse starts, is I guess what I'm trying to say with the suspension. But yeah, like it's just, they could do that. I imagine tuning will be a little bit easier, but I feel like you would have a very stale meta. You know what I mean? I prefer them try to balance things as best as they can, but like, I feel like what would make the whole balancing things easier is to just have like a core idea, like what does a warlock do in PvP? What does a mage do in PvP? What does a rogue do in PvP? And just give them more like a standardized kit. And then you could just like have different damage profiles, right? Demonology got a bunch of pets. And you got to be very, very careful when they get too many of them up and running. While Desher is looking for Chaos Bolts, you don't want to let them free cast those. Affliction is going to get the dots going, and it's like, yeah, it's going to be passive damage. But when they get some big cities, you got to be really careful for those. You know what I mean? Things like that. But like all of them gotta have like I think a standardized, like if one has more mobility than others, it's just gonna make things wild and weird, you know? The other may have far, like way more defense than the other two. Oh, that'd be, you know, just the way you deal with them needs to be pretty consistent. And then I think you could have a more consistent experience where the player could choose how to play the class, but that everybody playing against you knows, okay, it's a warlock, they do this, that, and the other, no matter the spec, right? I think stuff like that is going to be helpful, generally speaking. But if you were to just make it like, okay, we're really going to focus on this spec, the other two are just not as going to be invested, they're just not going to do as much damage, I think it sucks. But also I think maybe you could have a possibly more balanced experience. I don't know, man. I feel like the game can be fun without it being balanced though, right? Some of the most fun versions of WoW have been where the game is just a blast, even though the game is not completely, fully, 100% perfectly balanced either. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's been, I don't know. I feel like as long as the game is fun, I feel like that's the most important part. It has to be fun. Because balance is one thing, but it needs to be fun, more importantly. I'm really happy that the mage spec is better right now. My mage spec is better. Always legendary arcane says mop wad. Arcane is a lot of fun. They made it a little bit easier. It doesn't mean the frost and fire, like, or at least frost is not that bad. Frost is also getting quite a bit of play too. But yeah, it is very, very nice seeing Arcane Mage doing well right now. They always had like for a good bit, at least even some Shadowlands, they had like a very funnel-based profile, which was really good for a bit in the season. Frost is really good at the cleave and pure AoE. Fire Mage has really good cooldowns, and I don't know. I feel like they really got to figure out like the difference between Mage specs a little bit, right? Because they got the control kit on them is really, really good, but I feel like at the end of the day, people just pick the meta. I would like all three specs to be playable, but it's like some classes are like that too, you know what I mean? Like, I think right now, Assassination Rogue and Outlaw Rogue are kind of the dueling rogues in Mythic Plus, and they're very, very close to each other in terms of performance, generally. But with mages, it seems like it's mostly just arcane with a bit of frost, and like fire's nowhere to be seen. But at least for rogues, you have the dueling specs with subtlety taking a bit of a breather. That can be played too, but like, you know, buff monks, yeah, buff monks, man, buff monks, and buff monks. What's up, Hallelujah? Hope you have a good one. The mages today, 30 from yesterday, dude. I feel you on that. One group with Conan does not have any mages, or with Hockey and Conan and all of them. No mages on that team. I'm pretty sure there's a cat somewhere here, but at least I feel like we have a lot of feral druids over on Team NA. Yo, can I join because I ran MC? Oh, what do you mean? I ran MC. I can't join because I ran MC. What does that mean? No, it's not actual Molten Core. We're not actually dueling in Molten Core. You can just join us. We just queue for duels. We just listed on Molten Core. No, you can join. We don't actually have to go to Molten Core or anything. You can just join for duels. No, you're good. I can't sign up except for MC. Really? It won't even let you sign up? Okay, what is your name? I can invite you. Are you alliance or horde? If you're a horde, I can invite you. Game is restricting me. That is wild. Okay. wait. Okay, hold on. What if I do this? Let me take over. Hold on, that's hilarious. No shot, that's a thing. No shot. Okay, hold on, we'll do this. Let me take over. I'm gonna set it up for like Sepulcher. Have you done Sepulcher? I will delist my group. I'll relist it under where's Sepulcher? I don't even see Sepulcher. Sepulcher, the first one's Mythic. Here we go. 5V5 1v1 Duels. Under Sepulcher Mythic. Shadowlands Raid Sepulcher. I also don't like the name Sepulcher. Like, I know it's a real word. I just don't like it. Imagine you're going from like Castle Nothria. Oh, the Sanctum of Domination. Terrible raid, but like name sounds cool. And then the last one you go into Sepulcher. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Was it okay? And maybe it was fun at times. Jail was not a great fight, but I don't like the word Sepulcher. Nothing about it sounds intimidating. You could be fighting the jailer of the entirety of Shadowlands or whatever. Wait, also, are you EU or NA? That's, I guess, another question I should have asked too. What is Sepulcher? Sepulcher is it's like a thing of knowledge or something. Has to do some with knowledge. Sepulcher definition. Sepulcher. A small room or monument cut in rock or built of stone in which dead person is laid or buried. Oh, okay, so it's like a mausoleum kind of looking thing. Yeah, so it's like, it's a place where you bury the dead. I guess actually that sounds kind of alright as a name. I just don't like the word sepulcher, but the meaning I feel like is better than the actual name. You know what I mean? I don't really. I'm gonna make the money lead. Beautiful. We're set. Alright, let me go just going. We gotta get as many as we can tonight, dude. We just gotta spam go do these. Hockey, Wind, and Boris from Tropoya. You guys don't even know what that means. I'm like, I don't even remember. I don't remember either, dude. I just remember hearing the line of Boris from Tropoya. I don't even know if that's a real place. It sounds like a real place, doesn't it? As somebody who was literally born in the Slavic lands of Ural Mountains, dude, I'm just Boris from Tropoya. I don't even know if that's a real place, but it sounds like a real place. Like, I feel like I believe it, dude. If somebody said it, I'll be like, oh, okay, it just sounds like some little bumpkin country town, maybe like south of Poland or something. It sounds just fine. Wait, Conan is the tank? Okay, hold on a second. I'll let it slide once, but Conan, my man, we can't be taken. I let it run once. I don't know how well a prop were you. You know what? Maybe he'll surprise us one-shot us. I want to apologize for my man Conan. You're walking in as a tank. I didn't expect for him to walk in as a tank. Well, we'll see how this goes. Right? If this becomes like... I don't think... Maybe he won't go first, right? Maybe he'll go like third or something. So it won't be like a big dampener game. Switch. It's pronounced sepulcher. I thought it was sepulcher. Wait, oh, hold on. Switch. Chill's already walking up here just like staring down Conan like, my man. What are you doing? Did Conan even mean to Q prod? He might have not meant to Q prod actually. But he's just staring him down, dude. He just walked off like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna raise a shield? Huh? He's just like, I see a tank. I ain't fighting no tank. That ain't happening. Cutedruid is going to be first up instead. Chillpills trying to go full IBM stun onto Cutedruid. Incarnation, popping trinkets. That's going to be Chillpills. How much you use the more offensive power just to keep up with Cutedruid. Got himself the big Reaper, trying to see if he can stay on him. But the blades are absolutely melting him. That Ursos is going to put him in a weird spot. Death and Decays around the pillar. Might keep the Druid out in the open. But I think Chills is just dead to the dots. He's got himself a grip. Big Death Strike. Sacrificing the goal. He's running on fumes right now. Does have himself the human ratio to break out of that stun. Got himself a bit of cleave onto Cutedruid. If he can stun him right now, bear form. That is huge. But for Chillpills, this gives him a breather. Stunning the Druid and keeping him out of cat form gives him a little bit of a breather. Try to go for a quick cycle and intro. That's got even another stunner while in cat form. As he got the snowball bouncing in between, blind for a second. As Cutedruid still taking hits from the snowball. He might have a grip. He didn't have a grip that time around. Cutedruid, I like that little hat you got going on. The lamplighter or candle rather, isn't it? It's gonna be a stun. Potentially, Cutedruid could be in a bad spot. Does he go bear form? Oh, Bash to re-stun Chills is gonna go for a quick knock. He just like hit him, just blew him away for a second. But it's gonna be Ursos around the corner. It's gonna be able to escape it. Actually, Cutedruid could be in a lot of trouble. Hold on, the Reaper side is doing quite a bit of damage. He's got himself Barskin, Heart of the Wild. Should be able to catch up a bit of healing. At some point, he's gonna be able to go hyper aggressive. Full stun on Chillpills. Cannot escape it. Is gonna take a bit of damage. He has a death pack, so you might be able to commit just a ton of offensive pressure. Lichborn in order to give himself a bit of healing, as well as a damage reduction. Stun onto Cutedruid while in cat form. No Barskin available. So that's full damage out of Chills. And he's got full cooldowns available right now. He may have to go for a death pack here. Sounds out of Cutedruid as he just gives himself a bit of health to work with. If Cutedruid does not go for a stun here after this death pack, he is gonna have to go for a proper go. He needs to get a stun. Otherwise, he could be down for the count. Chillpills does go for the blind. Does he go for a proper stun here? Try to pick up a little bit more health. Big Obliterous to follow into a stun. Breaks out with IBF. It's gonna be a trying attempt for a stun, but at that point, he has plenty of survivability. Epicmorales not gonna give Chillpills too much of a... Wait, why am I... Oh wait, no, it's not Epicmorales, it's Emmerich. For some reason, I saw Epicmorales. I saw his cooldowns lighting up. I thought he was the one dueling, but no. Chillpills is left with absolutely nothing. AMS, last thing keeping him alive. Ghoul, sacrifice with a bit of that healing increase from the health increase. He's got himself a little bit of health to work with, but he has to back up out of there. He has to play it slow. Hand of freedom for the paladin. He's just chasing. Look at this man. Oh, yeah, I like his bog actually. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness. You know what he looks like? It looks like a Florida man became a paladin. Honestly, I think it looks great. Chillpills barely alive, catching the stun. Oh, to Emmerich, and he goes in for a bubble. He has himself plenty of a go. But look at this man, dude. He's almost got like a mullet looking thing going on. It looks so good. I actually really like it. Wait, now that I'm looking at him closer, he doesn't look as much of like a Florida man. He looks like a proper, like, I think it's a little wings on his ears. I think that's what almost looks like. I don't know, Viking-esque, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm not even sure. DJ Flex is gonna be up next. Is Fabio the paladin? Yo, Fabio gracing us, dude. He does have a bubble. Blessing of protection could potentially be removed by DJ Flex. Actually, is gonna just kite him out, get away from the guy with. That goes a removal. So for Emmerich, he doesn't have any more immunities. Lay in hands is available. Could play it slow. He is going to play it slow. He has to play it a little bit slower. He got himself Herald of the Sun, so he's going to be able to use the Holy Light to keep himself alive. But the stun around the corner into the bird. If he can keep him with the place with the bird harpoon, just to get impelled by the bird, he's right out of his range. Right outside of its circle. Not a lot of health available. Lay on hands needs to be made. Oh, it's shield of evidence. I guess that can help you. Lay on hands. There goes a big heal. He's literally spent on cooldowns. DJ Flex is just to kite him out a little bit longer and then do some damage from afar. The Paladin used to close the gap. Next stun could be huge. Got him some wings. That's going to be a huge proc. Wake of Ashes to follow. Stuns the pet. Try to see if you can avoid the Sentinel ability. It's going to be harpooned on a Flex just to maximize the Sentinel. That bird is doing a number on you. That bird is no joke. Knocking you out the open. Still tethered to DJ. Both are so low. Stun onto Emmerich, but DJ could go down. Does go for the turtle shell. Freeze and trap to follow. Flex could be in a lot of trouble. That's Emmerich and this and claim victory here. The guy is so close. Oh, what is the judgment going through the wall, by the way? Stun. Oh, and the hammer still flies through. I don't even know about that hammer. I don't know how I feel about that hammer, but it is going to be Buffsurvival up next. That was clutch, boys. Epicmorales is going to be up next, and a beautiful green drake. That thing takes us. You got to get lucky with the egg, and then you got to foster the egg. Oh, you just got to hold it in bags, right, for like 7 days or something. Am I wrong about that? Is that how that works? I think it's pretty sure it's... No, isn't that the rep? Actually, that might be the rep one. That might be the rep egg. Doing the reps, back in Wrath, I think it's the... What is it? Skolazar Basin? Sholazar Basin. I've heard it pronounced 2 ways. I know one of them is wrong, one of them is right. I don't know which one is which. Wings are up for Epicmorales. Man's charging out there. His green paladin with a green tabard riding a green proto drake. And that thing is hungry. Buffsurvival trying to see if we can avoid him. Also, fantastic mog on this man. Holy, that thing looks so good. That garage on his head. I love the color scheme of it, dude. It is deadly. It looks great. I'm switching to wrong people. I am so sorry. Giving you guys a whiplash. Freeze and trap onto Morales into a root, but a bubble comes out for the paladin, tricking out for survival as he goes in for a wall as well. Morales is not playing into Herald of the Sun. He's instead playing into big hammer, so he's got a big hammer dropping down onto a buff. And he wants to send in more hammers as much as possible. That is going to give him at least a bit of damage, and I think some damage reduction components too, because it's shared between Prot, and it's also shared between Ret. So there's got to be some kind of a defense component, right? Management is out for survival, so he's going to be able to get himself a bit of recovery here. But he definitely needs... Also, make sure you buy yourself first aid bandages. Those you can buy from the auction house, and you don't even need to be proficient in first aid. Because I'm pretty sure first aid is not even a profession anymore, is it? Or is it? Is that cooking, archaeology? I'm pretty sure that one got removed, right? A while ago. Buffsurvival charging in, harpooning Epic, but he needs to keep him some way, somehow in that Sentinel. That's where you're gonna get a lot of damage. Charging in for a coordinated assault, but a stun does shell shock for a second into a scatter. Shields available for Epic with a freeze and trap to follow. Tailoring? Oh, it's tailoring now. Yeah, bandages? Yeah, buy some bandages, man. They're so good. Tailoring, got it. Got it. I'm pretty sure, when was it removed? I was gonna say, I wasn't even playing the game when it got removed, but I actually think I just didn't pay attention to first aid before it got removed. Does catch him in the Sentinel though. Standing in Sentinel, that's a significant bit of damage, but also it gives him a shield. Whenever he deals damage to a target with Sentinel on him, with the Sentinel stacks, he is able to get a shield. That shielding helps out even a little. It's a small shield, but it refreshes so rapidly. Whatever dot damage you do to him, yeah, it refreshes so rapidly. It is a nice bit of defense. It's surprisingly good. It requires you to be hyper aggressive, but it is surprisingly good. Standing in that bird, you actually might just die to the bird. Looks like Sentinel falls off though. Does get himself a bit of damage. You gotta make sure there's a Sentinel debuff on Morales to get the bird to really proc, otherwise he doesn't have a target. That's gonna be kill command at the end as Buffsurvival does take it. I didn't get how to be in the Frost, Feral and Frost, but I'll take it. Yeah, that is not a matchup you normally win. It's just way too much bleed damage. The Pharaohs now changed it so they actually reduced the bite damage but buffed up the bleeds, man. Rake and Rip both crank. So they can just put bleeds in you, run away, and there's just a lot of issues with that. Hockey Void getting caught out with the Bird Sentinel. Mad damage on a Hunter. Fjord to follow gives him at least an opportunity to have a proper go. VT, want to be careful with the Bird. Even though it's like very, very easy to escape if you're standing onto the Bird. And you're gonna feel good. Hockey with the trinket, got himself a bit of damage. But does he himself the big go is the question. He got eruptions in every direction. Does fear the pet for just a second. I don't know if he's playing the Archon. I'm assuming he's playing the Void Weaver. Void up, Rachel. Try to see if you can avoid or actually get a lattice out of serve. But I think at this point you might just want to focus down on the pet. And as long as there's dots onto Buffsurvival, as long as they're magic dots, it can't cleanse him, can't remove him. Big stun. Hockey maybe has a fear for this one. Fear on both the pet as well as the Hunter. Void Torrent got himself the proper go. Might be able to be enough for him to survive this. Just needs to live a little bit more and let that Void Eruption explode, because it's chasing up to buff. You got to make sure it's on him. Turtle, he does end up escaping the thing. We don't really get to see, for at least from our angle that we're watching right now, technically the game puts us under Hockey's team, so we don't actually get to see the Void ability on anybody right now. Maybe it's something I could change in my settings or whatever. But yeah, we just know the Buffsurvival is going to be taking random bits of damage and random explosions are going to be happening. Usually it's going to be the Void ability, and it's quite deadly. It is quite huge. I'm getting blood on purpose next round. Wait a second. Are we actually doing takes now? Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Okay, all good. Yeah, apparently Conan did not mean to go as a tank this time. He did not mean to go as a tank at all, so this is just an oopsie. 100% an oopsie. Let's not make a tank tanks a regular thing though, boy, please. Blizzard does not tune tanks for PvP at all, man. Binding shot around the corner. Hockey needs to find a way to get some dots onto Buffsurv, but with Hunters having as much control as they do with slows, with roots, all those things. You're good, my guy. You're good, Conan. No worries. I'm writing to Conan right now, dude. He's just like, man, I'm sorry, dude. I really didn't mean to keep proud. I'm like, hell good, man. You're good. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry. But as I was saying, the Hunters have so much ways to control the opposition, especially a Shadow Priest. They don't have a lot of mobility. They just don't have too much to work with here. So it's just very, very rough. At some point, he's going to wait for Survival to jump him with a harpoon. Maybe this way he can go for a proper fear. He's trying to go for a fear. The pet does get hit, but the Hunter doesn't. The Hunter looking for a binding shot around the corner, trinket out of a Hockey. Does not have a stun available for him for the moment. He does have a pet that could maybe slow down buff if he gets him out in the open. Void Short, he gets a full channel out of it. Silence on a buff, does go for a quick interrupt. The pet is going to do a bit of damage. The Void Eruption is eventually going to do a big hit. It does erupt. The pet is still chasing. Tentacle doing a bit of damage. He's trying to see if he can avoid him. Reason Trap to follow. Tentacle out in the open. I don't know if this man can live it. He just needs to find a way to avoid the dots and wait him out, but he's still taking a bit of damage. Camo? And he's clean. Oh no, he's not. Oh no, he's not. I think his pet is dotted. But if Hockey's careful, look to your left. You should see him. Hockey, look to your left. He's healing. Hold on. I think he just figured out that, or he doesn't have health bars above people's heads. And then he might have not figured out. Oh no, Hockey. Oh no, Hockey. He could get him. Freezing Trap, waiting for him most likely. Freezing Trap, you could potentially fade it. I feel like at this point, this way as a Hunter, as a Shadow Priest, what do? Do you disperse? Do you fade just to get yourself closer to the Hunter? Do you play the long game until the Hunter jumps at you with a stun? I think it's one of those two. Almost avoiding the Freezing Trap. Buffsurvival trying to catch up and healing, dampening super high. He's gonna have to go to damage at some point. If anything, maybe soften up Hockey so then Demoniac or Forsaken can have a proper chance of the guy. Is it gonna be a Trinket? Out of buff. And Hawk can just try to see if you catch up to him. At least you can do some damage to the pet, which is going to clean buff if you have dots on him. There goes the harpoon with a stun. Got himself the bird. And just looking to see if he can cut out Hockey. Maybe bleed him out little by little. Hockey looking for a heal. Big charge by Buff. Got himself potential lots of damage. He's trying to see if he can avoid him. He's going to be able to get some dots on the guy. It's going to get rooted for a moment. Disperse to follow. Buff potentially could have himself a go. I think he might just have to. Freezing trap into Hockey is going to be able to break out of it, I guess, with dots or something. Or that or pet broke him. And as long as you get some dots on the guy, you might be all right. There goes the dots. Avoid the bird. If he sends the pet at you, you can just cleave the pet. Actually, you probably don't have the cleave talent, do you? Actually, that probably is true. You probably don't have the cleave talent. But he's got to get a couple of DPs onto Buff because he doesn't have a lot of ways to deal with dots. He just needs a proper go. Stun. I think it's over, right? I think the Shadow Priest takes it. Void Turret around the corner. I swapped to a wrong target. I don't know why I'm so butterfingers right now with the camera. Demoniac and Forsaken are the last two on team 2. And Hawk, it does not have a lot of health to work with, man. Dampening super high, so everybody's gonna have to send everything at one another. Versus Forsaken may be a chance, but a whole undead army can overpower the guy within an instant. Doesn't at least get the dots in. That's a lot of pets surrounding you. Maybe you could use a fear on some of those pets, but doesn't have disperse. I don't really know what he could do in this situation. Trinkets. Does he go Void Eruption? He could go Void Torrent. Hold on. Oh, not Void Torrent. Oh, Void Swap. Nah. I was going to say maybe he swaps with Conan for health. Because Conan is like, he's decided he's going to stand down. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do it. I actually feel like maybe the Void Swap should have then happened then. Because if this basically means that Conan doesn't get to play, but Hockey gets to play 2 rounds with him swapping health like that. I see you running and he's just like, let me at him. Let me at him. I want to see if I get a kill. Or not. Look at the tank. He's not even fighting back. And he just like can't die. He's trying to kill him too. He's actually trying to kill him. But he is dying. So this doesn't go anywhere. There goes a killing spree. Oh my god. Alright, let's get ourselves another one going, man. Let's get ourselves another one going. Give Conan a proper chance to play. Because he was like, you know what? Sorry. Accidentally queued me as a tank. Did not mean to queue as a tank. Let's get ourselves a proper game, yeah? Let me know when you guys are ready. That was kind of a long one for a game that went the way it did. Oh, man. Where we are with duels now, actually. Oh, okay. Got it. Found it pretty quickly. Nice. Boris, ready. Beautiful. Y'all got space? Beautiful. Ready? All right. We don't have space right now, but we're gonna make some space in a second here. Let's do Black Hole though. Right now, both teams full, but sure, we will have space after a few matches. Here we go. We'll get as many of these as we can, man. Haven't touched blood at all yet this expect. I think what's going on. Ah, man. Yeah, they're doing some, I was gonna say, they either did, I guess they already did some cool stuff, because I couldn't remember if it's like, they got more blood DK, or I know they got more deathnet things coming up in the next patch. I think I confused them between that and beta. There were, oh no, yeah, I did, because I was thinking about like the whole parry thing and the blood drain and the AoE cleave ability they got going on for blood DK and how they can reset. I was about to say that, but that's not you actually. Yeah, I don't really know how blood DKs would even fare in PvP, to be honest. Like maybe you could play Deathbringer and do some stuff with it, but like I don't really know, to be honest. You know, good Twitch. Deathbringer changes seems good. Seem very good. You actually get some choices in terms of builds, but like you get to combine so many good abilities together. It's gonna be great. Embrick first up and about versus DJ Flex immediately bonks him with a concussive shot, trying to go for as much range damage as possible. The Paladin looking to cut across, but it's going to be an immediate stun into a freezing trap to fall on. This man ain't no happy about a bubble. A very early bubble, which for DJ Flex is just like a, I gotta get the hell out of Dodge, man. I gotta get out of here. That's Embrick trying to make a name for himself right now. What is this? He got himself a bit of a feign death. Walls available so he can maybe match the energy of Embrick. Trying to keep him in place. It's going to be a slow, silence, binding shot in case he was going to walk out of it. At least he can cut him out a little bit. Embrick defensively got himself wall. Shield of Venice was used. blind really early with the Searing Glare, trying to see if he can counter as much damage from Flex as possible. But at this point, Emmerich should be running out of steam, and Flex got himself plenty of mobility, plenty of roots, keeping Emmerich in play. That's going to be coordinated assault. He's going to be able to remove the Blessing of Protection. Emmerich got himself wings back up, and that's going to be enough to force GJ into Eternal Shell. Feign Death for a quick second, freeze onto Emmerich, has got his hand already summoned up. The holy light, and it's still, I think, doing a bit of damage to GJ Flex either way. He's got himself the Sentinel Shield coming back up little by little, but it's not feeling all that great. It's helping him a little. Look, that shield is actually doing a bit. It's not a big shield, but the amount of damage it can absorb can be significant enough. I think it's a little bit better with a healer, but anyone like PvP in particular, like as long as you can pop a defensive with it, that's survivability. Got himself a knockback with a freezing trap and a camo. This is completely resetting for Emmerich. He's got eyes available on either side of the arena. Flex with a massive first aid. Definitely buy some bandages. Those things are huge. Those things are absolutely massive. And Flex able to recover a lot of health inside of this camo. The fact that it doesn't break camo is kind of nuts too. Actually nuts. Silence onto Emmerich, slowing him down as much as possible. He's going to be able to avoid the bird with another trap sitting around the corner. He got himself, should be seen binding shot. That binding shot not going to feel that good. Into freezing trap kind of matches both of them. For DD Flex, he's got himself the perfect range. Could potentially take it here into more explosive shots onto Emmerich. That's going to do a bit of damage with a bird attacking you. You're kind of zoning you out. You can't even stand back there. He's trying to go for as much healing if he can. He needs to get himself proper wings with a bit of self-healing with that Dawn Light though. But he's going to have to use Wake of Ashes for that one. But it looks like he's hanging back to use Wake of Ashes aggressively versus Flex. Stun around the corner. Does have a wall for it. Does he have a big setup? Shield of Vengeance, lay on hands. That's a pretty big one with a freezing trap immediately for Flex. I think he was trying to see if he could bait someone out of Emmerich, and he saw that lay on hands. Okay, I can now maybe have a proper go. He's trying to see if he can get a proper setup on the guy first. Wait, Flex. Wait, Flex. Wait, Flex. Wait, Flex. Hold on. Is it good? Am I okay? Or DC? He's blinking. I think that was a big DC. Damn, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That was a lot of setup. And look, he's still jumping around. Oh, he's so cooked. He's so DC'd. Yeah, not sure what happened. That is the worst time for a DC to strike, and so does a rogue too. Just like the DC sneaks up out of nowhere, then the rogue does right afterwards. At the very least, both were able to topple the paladin with Cutedruid, trying to see if he can fight through a demonic. Cloak and evasion are out really early for the rogue. He's got disarm, won't be able to disarm, declaw the druid this time around, but he might be able to get himself a bit of damage though. Got himself a couple of procs and enough big killing sprint to follow. Cutedruid with a barskin. There goes a wall to a big bite as he's trying to see if he can stay on the rogue. Blind to follow. Does he have a sippy cup or heal or anything? I think he just dead to the bleeds, man. They buff the bleeds. They buff them bleeds, and those things hurt. Does he get a sap? Oh, that's not trinket. Oh, it is rough. It is rough, man. A cute little druid taking you out. That is not not what you wanted to see. Man, that is a tough one, dude. You used to rogue versus a feral is always been like a back and forth. I feel like it's basically like stealthy versus stealthy, but like you got the big bleeds and massive bites versus like poisons and bleeds, big eviscerates, or just like whatever the hell Outlaw does for that expansion, right? Usually roll the bones, 5 buff, wombo combo you. A skewed druid trying to go for a bit of survivability, looking for a clone, doesn't get interrupted. Barskin Bear form is available, trying to get another interrupt, but it's going to be also interrupted. Yeah, guys, end up going for the big Reaper setup though. With Epicmorales immediately with a stun, but Chillpills already eating stuns out of the bear druid, so he's sitting on a DR. Got himself a bit of a dome, at least against a paladin. That's a lot of holy damage that he can mitigate. And that dome is going to be able to soak up a lot of it though, as he got himself a Shield of Vengeance. Trying to see if he can stay aggressive, counter-aggressive versus Chillpills. Got himself Blessing Sake wall and everything, and Chillpills actually is going to take a back step out of it. He's seeing the cooldowns on Morales, and that was going to be a Hodge thing too, right? Yeah, there goes the Hodge. He knows he's going to get stunned up too. Bubble to follow, but Chillpills is just going to escape it if he can. He doesn't have anywhere to go really. Just try to see if he can use whatever line of sight is possible. And as soon as the bubble falls off, that's an opportunity for you to maybe make a play. Silence on Morales might be under a lot of trouble. Big hammers down on Chillpills, and Chillpills looking to build up a bit of damage of his own. Might be enough. Got himself the Reaper potentially blind, but does he have enough to finish? Stun to follow. He does not have a trinket or anything. Deathpact may have to come into play. AMS last second as the hammers start falling down. Morales with a lay on hands. He doesn't have any more immunities. Chillpills with the death pack trading it just to keep himself alive. That's going to be blessing a sake. Morales is not going to sit stunned long at all. But the Reaper Scythe comes through either way though. It's going to go for a human racial either way. That stun was short but too long for the kind of burns that Chillpills got going on. Both are so low. Chillpills with a lich board. He got himself a shield of vengeance. Should probably get the paladin just enough to land the kill here. Chillpills does not give up just yet. Blind mortal coil. And he's just trying to go for as much survivability as possible. Clutch first aid with that root. Not the root, but what is it? The slow with Chain of Ice. AMS up. He's got a bit of defense. IBF coming back very, very soon. He's got immunity to magic damage, but can you still break through with physical obliterates? You still got obliterates. Dropping down a dome. Might be IBF on top of it. Saving IBF for a stun. He got resources. He still needs to get death strikes. IBF immediately for this one. Does he have the health? He's fighting for his life. One more death strike. One more death strike. Oh my goodness. The hammers from the sky. That was such a close match between the two. That was crazy. Crazy close. I feel like I don't really know, dude. I feel like both of them fought as hard as they could. They fought the hearts out there. That was rough. AMS up for Forsaken. Morales left with nothing at this point. All of his immunities are gone. And Forsaken able to claim that victory. Conan, second to last, immediately having to go into the Holy Death Knight, who has the entire army of undead and riders on his side. So he's got full stacked up momentum here. Forsaken got himself a little bit of survivability with a couple of skirt strikes from a distance. Grippy hand available. Does go for a death pack. Does go for a death pack, not giving him much help to work with here. And Conan may be able to get him low enough in the next. He could got himself a little bit of Lichborn. Not a lot of healing that can be done at this point. You got to charge. Reconnects. Forsaken. Yeah, there it goes, dude. I think it wasn't even an execute at the end. It might have been a rampage too. Pure Words got some damage. With Buffsurvival going to be up next. Should be able to take down Conan pretty easily. Conan is spent. Yeah, with a kill shot. There really much you can do about it. Hockey versus Buffsurvival. A proper rematch. Shadow Priest versus Survival Hunter. Immediate big bursty opener by Buffsurvival. It's going to go for a trinket out of the field to land a freezing trap onto Hockey, who's got full PI, full damage available. Maybe looking at a disperse potentially here. He doesn't have a lot of health to work with. Stun onto Buffsurvival. Does get himself a reposition. Dots are in at the very least. And needs to get himself a full Void Eruption and everything. That was ridiculous though. That duel between you two, by the way, just look at the chat. Love what you Conan, dude. He's fantastic, man. Conan is great. Full burst out for Hockey. He's going to go for a harpoon. Void Torrent doesn't want to get interrupted, but the Hunter is just putting in the pressure, not letting him get a single cast. At that point, like, even if you try to get a cast, like, it's just going to get interrupted. Nailing it. Chillpills and, what is it? Morales. The amount of damage, they didn't say damage to one another, more or less. But the healing, Chillpills just surviving them for, like, ages. For ages. Buff Ross Death Strike. Oh, buff Death Strike. I think it'd be great. All right, let's get another going. And if you guys need an extra, body, Rosie is down to join in. If you guys need a +1, Rosie's got you. Full, beautiful, and Hockey, beautiful. It will go again. We'll just keep going up until people start dropping out, and then we'll get swapping Rosie. Most of that healing isn't actually healing, it's just absorption. As a Death Knight, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because that absorption does count towards your healing either way, like AMS and stuff. As well as Dome, I imagine. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's true. It is not really full-on healing. Like, if it was maybe like a proper absorb, like a Shield of Vengeance, I feel like then it's like, okay, well, I guess it's, you know, kind of, or like a Dark Pact or something, like a proper absorb for everything, then maybe it's like, all right, I get you though. I actually get you on that, yeah. It still counts it, but, yeah. As a Death Knight, like at that point, like, Wizard was a better one, but that's about all you got. Use AMS. Oh, get away from AMS is healed, even though you're gonna get full value from AMS. It still displays the whole shield. Yeah, I feel that. It's mana for healing at least. Red goes zoom. I guess so. It's like, I feel like you could make an argument for either one, man. You know, grass is always greener on the other side. It's how I see it. It's always been true. Good Twitch. We got us a Cutedruid over for the team one. He's not first. Conan, Morales, Emmerich, Hockey. Finally getting a chance to play without any. Actually, the last game he got to play, he played with less, I was gonna say any, but less dampening at the very least. Demoniac Rogue versus a Priest. Immediate Fear. Stumps the Rogue's opener every single time unless you go for a proper stunner. This is why a cheap shot is probably the opener to go with, because at least you can get some kind of a go. Into a Void Elf racial for Hockey Void, avoiding him completely. Got himself a bit of a channel onto Demoniac. That's a bit of damage built up. Is Demoniac going to have an answer here? Fade for a moment. This is going to be quite a bit of damage. Cloak of Shadows, a handful burst out of Demoniac, trying to see if he can potentially get himself a proper go here, playing out the Trickster Outlaw. Big killing spree damage, massive amounts of pistol shots, just tearing up Hockey right now. And Hockey having to play super slow, super safe, big burst. Demoniac no longer with a trinket. Could be in a bad spot. Does not have a kick. Has a vanish coming up very, very soon. So Hockey better be very, very careful. Kidney shot. Don't have an answer. There goes the disperse. There goes the disperse. For Demoniac, is actually going to take the disperse and try to see if he can reset matters to follow. Does the Void still follow you? I don't know. I can't see the Void orb. We'll find out. It does. It actually does. It actually does. The Void remembers. You can't hide from the shadows as a rogue, as the Void will literally find you. It is Shadows incarnate. I think it's just going to be dead for Demoniac. He got a sippy cup. Grapple. Trying to get around. Hockey. Do you spot him? Hockey sees him. But does he have enough damage? Because that's a cheat death out of the rogue. He could potentially come back. There goes the sap. He might be able to get himself a reset. By God, he is doing it. As long as he gets a proper stun here. And if he goes for a killing spree, maybe enough damage. He just needs a bit of survivability. Evasion, I don't know if he's running elusiveness, but this is where elusiveness could actually be really good, because he's running cheat death, so I guess he doesn't run elusiveness. But if you do run against casters, elusiveness and feign death or even evasion can be good, because evasion will grant you 20% DR even if you can't dodge. 20% DR, it is not bad at all. Getting the shot onto Hockey, got himself full go with the killing spree. Quite a bit of damage. If you were to follow, nothing you can do about it. How do we respond though? As long as you can maybe interrupt the Void Torrent, you need to get away from the Void Torrent thing. You got Vanish. If you can grapple and get away from it, you might be alright. You might need to Vanish it. You might just need to Vanish it. Ah, that's so much damage. That eruption. Especially the Priest can sink a couple of DPs while that Void Rift is out at you. That buffs the damage of the Rift when it finally explodes. But the fact that it doesn't let a Rogue catch a restealth is brutal, man. That is brutal. Stun onto Taki with a silence to follow. Dispersed it. Does have a fear to break out away from Chills. Is going to be a Void Torrent. Still able to get himself the Void Rift following the Death Knight. Silence to follow. Trying to dump as much damage as possible. Silence doesn't let Chillpills get any interrupts, or I think even Death Grip or anything, into a big massive burst onto Chills while he's got Dome down. He's still taking huge hits either way, and Hockey, I think, might be able to turn this around potentially. He's got himself a little bit of survivability. Big channels on the Chills. As long as he doesn't get disrupted, he might be alright. And look at that health recovery. The VE. Question is, Chillpills got himself a proper stun. Fear cannot stay next to Hockey. With a Void Torrent chasing, he does go for the grip. AMS available. He's going to sacrifice the ghoul. Stun onto Hockey. Does not have an answer here for a bit, though. And Chillpills got himself plenty of damage. Snowball bouncing between Hockey as well as the technical silence onto the Priest. Trying to go for the Void Operation to get some mobility, but it's going to be immediate grip by the Death Knight. Saying that he's going to go for the Void Operation, just has a grip ready to go instantly as soon as he makes the journey across. With Conan leaping in, but immediate chain of ice by Chillpills. Conan wants to get in. He wants to get in there and end this, but yeah. But Chillpills try to see if he can avoid him as best as possible. IBF, full cooldowns on Conan. But Chill's taking the IBF, immediate slow onto Conan just to run away. And he's going to just try to see, I think he was trying to see if he can get him back in combat so he doesn't get to mount up. And if you can avoid though cooldowns on a Conan, this is the play. I think that's all he can do right now is just do this to slow him down. Because you can't stop a warrior. You can only slow him down. And if you don't let him get close enough to get Blade Storm on you, where he'll then have full immunity and everything, damn, that could be rough. Stun onto Chills. Does go for Reflect. Conan with the Blade Storm to break out of the root though. Or break out of the stun. I guess he also has to use Human Racial too. So that is actually a huge cooldown committed. Chillpills with a Death Pact does not have a lot of health to work with. Conan still able to take advantage of the fact that Chills can't heal. And Chills, I don't think he can fight Conan face to face like this. Blind onto Conan. He needs survivability. Got himself a Death Strike. A little bit of an execute. He's still trying to see if he can fight it. The Reaper comes through, but yeah, that is just so rough. 21% dampening, not making that healing any easier. And the Death Knight, I think he knew that, okay, I don't have anything if I just run. I need to get some Death Strikes. I need to try to see if I can get a healing. Get a go. Insane healing. Yeah. I don't think DK's have insane healing whatsoever. Is Conan given an opportunity to go for a proper honor duel? He is. Forsaken giving him a proper shot here is going to hit him with Chain of Ice immediately. As he gets himself the full army, so Conan, he got options. Either he charges him or runs away. Immediately is going to be just the pet savaging Conan. And Forsaken just going to back up out of there. He doesn't want to be anywhere near it. He's just letting the pets do work. Called out a second fear on some of the pets, but not all. Is going to run by just to get himself an apocalypse for even more pets. Placed around for Conan. Does he just die to the pets? Hold on. He might. Forsaken with a quick blind. He's just going to play it super slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, and he doesn't need to be there in order to fight him. Conan with a big roar, got himself Avatar, maybe some damage. IBF on a Forsaken. He eats a Stormbolt to the face and doesn't even flinch. And Conan, I think at this point, it's just over. The man is literally on fire. He's bleeding out. He's slowed down, but he ain't going nowhere just yet. He's not down. He's not down for the count. Forsaken is going to have to get in with a proper stun, summoning up his pet, or rather amping up the pet. Maybe it'll be enough. Conan is just fighting out there, fighting the ghoul, and he's perfectly fine fighting it. He's actually recovering quite a bit of health. Leap around the corner, sound onto Forsaken is going to be a trick at Wraithwalk, just trying to see if he can back away. And if he sees cooldowns out of Conan, he doesn't want to fight it. Let in the Trollbane do a lot of that work, though. Just let him do a bunch of damage if possible. Try to slow down Conan. Avatar breaking them out of the slopes, able to charge or reconnect with Forsaken, who's trying to see if he can play the long haul. But I don't know if he'll be able to keep that pressure rolling like that. Avatar available soon for Conan again. I think that was just a proc of Avatar though. Army of the Undead. That's what he's waiting for. He could have maybe a second wave of Undeads. If this will be enough. Conan knows that if he just hangs out by the Undeads, he's just dead. He's cooked. So he needs to make a play. Lichborn out for Forsaken. Does stun him. Bit of burst. Does it enough though? Oh, but the Forsaken does end up reaping the man's soul. Claiming it for himself. With Epic charging out immediate stun onto Forsaken, full burst available and everything. Wake matches to follow right after. Big hammer slamming down for Forsaken. There isn't anywhere for him to go. Trying to see if he can bounce out of there behind the pillar. But at this point, you have like no health to work with. I think it's just over. Unless you can somehow slow him down and just wait and get some regen. I don't know how you heal in this type of a situation. I actually don't know how you heal. I think it's just done. Unless there's nothing a death can do in that situation. Nothing. I almost every time I want to see like maybe there's a chance, maybe there's a way. It's Scarflex. Yo, hold on a second. Demon Hunters actually do quite a bit of damage. They buffed him up recently. So maybe, potentially this man might have a play. Got himself an immunity. He just got to make sure he gets himself a proper goal versus Epicmorales with a stun and everything. He's got to go for the blind. Got himself Blessing of Saints so you can stun him. Hunt to follow, Shield of Edits, got himself with a big cleave with big fell eruptions and everything. The Fel Scar is doing the work. Got himself even more burst, and Epic is just trying to see if he can bounce out of this stun. The Saint is gone, doesn't have immunity, and that's going to be a huge foul eruption taken about very, very quickly. Trying to see if he can get on top of the Feral Jump as soon as possible, and the Feral is able to sink his teeth. Wasn't able to stay in midair for the eventual retreat. If he would have been able to avoid that stun completely because it just immunes you. Stun into the Feral. He's got meta for a little bit, so maybe he can get some healing. She'll into a sigil of misery after. As a wall comes out of Cutedruid into an presence, he's able to avoid him more or less. Darkness is available too. Might not use darkness really, really early. Shadow meld for a second, trying to see if he can meld the stun. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, you should look back through and see how many who got the most kills there. Man, that is rough. Let's get us another going, boys. Yeah, uno más, uno más. Let me know when your boys are ready. So glad I started playing the DK. What are you playing right now, Laura, by the way? Are you not even playing right now, right? How you doing, by the way, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Yo, Death Knight slap in PvE. And in PvP, like when you don't have when you have a healer, I think they could do a bit of damage. But yeah, in a 1v1 scenario, like there's just not a lot of options. Only sad thing about Outlaws that has 0 sustain. Yeah, only Mr. Revile, not wrong, man, not wrong. You used to have a multiple sippy cups too. GG's. Yo, we got a spot. Boys. Hockey is gonna need a +1, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's Hockey that's gonna need a +1. Rosie, if you want to join him, man, more than welcome to him. They got a spot. Spot just opened up. Hell yeah. Hold on a second. I don't know. I got a. Or is it Hockey's group or was it Boris's group? Yeah, 3 vials. Yeah, that was a good talent. I got you a +1. You need 4. Same. It was so good. Yeah, triple super cup was so good, man. Yeah, they only gave us well like a talent that makes the heal 5% more effective, which is like it already heals us for like 20% of our health. 25% of 20% health is a minuscule. It does nothing. I just play Unholy. He's a mod of Bliss. Exactly. Hell yeah. Waiting for the group to show up. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay, so we'll need 2 bodies then. Yeah. Yeah. It is. Definitely a scam. Yeah, Iron Stomach is a bit of a scam too. Yeah, in PvE it's kind of okay, like because any heal is better than no heal. Because like it will use health pots too, so it's kind of nice there. And you get in the group again? Oh, okay, good. Can invite me back when you can, so I can the group. Hockey's AFK for a second, but as soon as he comes back, I'm gonna take over for his group. So Boris, keep your group together for now. I'm gonna take over group for Hockey really quickly. And if Hockey doesn't respond for a second, then I'll just make a new group and you'll just join me there. Yeah, group got disbanded. Oh really? Okay, I'll start a new one. We'll put us under, what was it? We'll put us under Sepulchre Mythic. Okay, normally we'll do Molten. Actually, I don't think I need to do that, do I? No, we're chilling. 5V5 1v1 Duels. Here we go. That was for Buffsurvival, but he's in the team with Boris, so I think we're okay. There's a player spec that does less than everything compared to other specs. Not wrong, man. Not wrong. Project, if it does bad even with a healer, really. Because it slams in PvE content. You know how like normally PvE translates really well into PvP, right? And I'm not even talking about like a breath build either. Like there's a dual wield non-breath build that's about obliteration. But like you know it already. But yeah. They need to do some tuning when it comes to PvP damage there, man. You know what I mean? Like anytime they see a spec underperforming, they gotta buff it up a little. But not just like, oh, let's just give it more damage, but like give it so much survivability and stuff, you know what I mean? Just make it like a little better in general. Remember when you encouraged me to quit Frost DK and I told the Blues will find a way to have a Frost DK? Well, I mean, I don't, okay, let's get this straight. I don't encourage anybody to like, yes, you should quit a class. I'm like, if anything, I probably told you, oh, hey, you know, maybe it's a good idea to take a break because it's usually really, really healthy, you know, stuff like that. I don't think I ever encouraged, let's be right. I don't think I ever encouraged anybody to quit a class entirely. I was just like, I just remember you being really unhappy with it. And I said, you know what? Sometimes maybe sometimes it's good to do something different. I used to play Druid. Now I play a Rogue. I quit Druid to play a Rogue. And I enjoyed it so much more. So, yeah. Remember what I wrote? Remember when you encouraged me to not quit Frosty? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't read. Yeah. What's up, Rosie? How you doing, my guy? Yeah. So, so if you guys were to mosey over to the rules, any rules, either in Discord rules or in the rules in the chat, like YouTube chat rules. It says Dal can't read. I feel like I need to make it into a sign and just tap the sign every day because I usually miss something in the chat really badly. Okay, encourage me not to quit a Frost DK, and I told the Buzz we'll find a way to F it up. Dal can read, not well. So it's so bad. It basically is like Dal can't read. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can just keep I feel like I can just keep talking circles around Frost DK, but like they're doing really, really well in PvE content. Like they are well represented. This is like a really good spec for Myth Plus. It sucks that they're not doing well for PvP though. You know what I mean? Like it just sucks. I think it's just the design of it, but it doesn't give them like the longevity, no survivability, where Unholy does have that range, so at least you can like mitigate it, right? I think somebody at Blizzard really needs to take a second look at the DK survivability and just like, because Unholy is basically playing like a range class. You don't actually have to get on melee that much. But Frost has to get up in melee and then you just kind of like, you know, you're just kind of stuck. Also, you get bullied by a guard. Oh no. Oh no, I thought we have the whole faction thing solved, man. I thought we were friends. I thought we were allies. But apparently not. I like your mock, by the way. I like that. The shoulders look really, really good, like the Bloodfang set. Are you excited about the new version of Bloodfang? I am. I am. Any groupers? Yeah, we got Chicago. Hey, let's go, boys. All right. Boris, let me know if you're ready, my man, because Chicago's ready. Ow. I hurt a little bit. It says you can join my group, but it's okay. Oh, party's full. That's the problem. That's on me. Invite. Beautiful. Full. Okay, I'll make Chicago lead. We'll make Chicago lead because Chicago does these pretty regularly. All right, cool. We're game. We are gamers gaming. I want to see how this is going to go. We're going to take you guys into... Let's do another Nagrand. I want to do more Nagrands. I feel like NA does not get to play as many Nagrands as EU. And I want to give you guys more Nagrands if possible. Also, I need to change it up to... Instead of Hockey Win, I need to do... Okay. That'll work. Frost is getting... has been bad for literally up to 5-6 years now. I think... Like, if you want to, like, really split hairs, there probably was, like, a decent season where they were kind of, like, sort of okay in, like, a 2s or, like, maybe in the very specific 3s comp or something like that. But, yeah, you're probably right. I don't remember Frost DK. I think I remember... Maybe, like, I remember people playing Frost Death Knight a lot in Cataclysm. And maybe, like... I remember DK was pretty monstrous as a dueling class for... Like, when they had that Sanguinate... I think WAD maybe is the last time they were just, like, Giga Chad survivability... homies, you know what I mean? Like they had that conversion talent where you can convert running power into heal, or like Siphon with death wounds or something. Yeah. Present peak of the past 6 years been B tier absolute peak. Yeah. 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 I do hope they kind of give them another look-see, if anything. Like in PvE, they're obviously fine. It's just they're almost in PvE they're fantastic. They're just almost there for PvP. Almost there. Right? I think, yeah, if you just make them a little more survivable, because maybe like make like almost like a zombie, right? There's just like unkillable thing that just slowly walks at you. I think that'd be cool. I do hope they at some point get some kind of like a revamp or something, you know? There's like a nice PvP one, you know? Scarflex, we're missing somebody on team 2, but hopefully they'll get that +1 is Rosie, immediately going up as an outlaw. Full burst out to Scar, got himself a bit of a blur, trying to see if he can get away, blind, but Rosie is going to go for a quick CP come grappling in into, I think, a Gouge, but I think Gouge might have been DR'd. That or Darkness? Can Gouge just get Darkness? Just like absorbed? Because it technically is an attack, sort of. Or just an attack that does no damage. But back in the day, it would use to do damage. Like a little bit. It would just, you know, incapacitate the target for a bit. But it's still coded as an attack, so she literally got dodged into Darkness, into an immunity for Scarflex, got himself full metamorphosis, everything available. Rosie with full stun, might be in a bit of trouble. But Abyssal Gauge is trying to see if he can do as much damage as he can. The Rogue locking him down, flipping them coins as he got himself back-to-back goes and a big old dispatch at the very end, running right through him. And we got our 5th. Hell yeah, with Forsaken charging at Rosie. Cloak of Shadows for the Rogue, grappling out. He's got the army down, but Rosie, he technically has 2 grapple hooks. Whenever he uses one, he could use another one. Quick succession. He doesn't have an escape though, so he might be in a lot of trouble. Killing Spree may help him a little bit. It will help him delay some of the damage taken, but the Death Knight with a full go doesn't even need these weapons, just goes in for a Death Coil, probably a big proc on top of it. Conan charging out Forsaken, trying to see if you can wipe him out really quickly. Big bleeds with a Fear to Follow, is able to break out of those. IBF has been used, he's actually used a lot of cooldown so far just to survive Conan, and Conan charges back in as I, again, clicking the wrong guy altogether. Stunned out for Conan, got a bit of a, hopefully a slow one to Forsaken, but him on a horse is able to escape him pretty handily. And he actually has a decent bit of health to work with, except that Death Pact. I don't know why they didn't give you the heal. It looked like he had a lot of health, unless it was a Battle Master Trinket plus Death Pact together, and that's a combo. Conan does have a trinket. He has a human racial in case he needs to. Charges back in, full blaze him onto Forsaken. He can't escape the blender. He's just trying to see if he can waddle out of there. Quick charge by Conan. Got him some big defenses. Forsaken with the AMS. I don't really know what you can do against an AMS versus Conan. Whatever you got, right? Whatever you can do at that point, man. Man. That is rough for a DK. They can do a lot of damage, but survivability, yeah. I do hope at some point, seriously, I do hope, we talk about DKs, I think every time we go on an on the channel quite a lot. I do hope they at least like do something with DK survivability, because it feels like on the whole they could do a ton of damage, but like survivability is just always so like in question. There was a moment where there were at least kind of sort of survivability against magic damage, but like physical damage, I feel like they're just like paper. That plate armor means nothing. You know what I mean? Let's go to try to see if you can fight through Chillpills. I mean, he's going to get surrounded by the army of the undead. Chillpills with an AMS. For any damage he can avoid. I don't really know if AMS actually stops anything from a warrior at all. Maybe like his weapon enchants. Oh, I don't even know what happened. The rogue came out of stealth out of nowhere. Chillpills dropping down AMZ for any shadow damage. The rogue, I think, tried to figure out. I don't think the rogue meant to come out of stealth that early. That is unfortunate. But Portable is going to try to see if he can get his way out of here. He got defenses. He's still got everything to work with. Trying to see if he can get a setup on the Chillpills. And Chillpills trying to see if he can play it super defensively stunned onto Portable. Maybe he can get some damage in. Summoning up the army of the undeads. AMS to deal with the magic damage of a rogue. And he can at least death coil him a little bit here and there. Blind to keep it separated into a chain. Just trying to keep the pressure from a distance. Letting the puzzle work. There goes the advantage for the rogue. He is dotted. But he's not looking to burn a cloak just yet. I think he's just trying to see if he can reposition. And he's out of stealth though. He gotta be very careful with him catching re-stealths. Gotta be very careful. Advantage just to make sure he gets himself a reset. Gotta be very careful with being caught out of stealth. Because I don't even know what caught him out of stealth there. He just kind of walked up and the game was just like, no stealth for you. Which I feel like I noticed the game doing that a lot to my rogue. And other rogues too. Like sometimes you just see like a rogue pop out of stealth and he's just like confused and surprised. Oh, Chillpills does it. I'm just collapsing the entire army of the undead onto the rogue. The guy was left. He used advantage just to get himself a proper reset there, but that is rough, man. That is rough. That is unfortunate. Cutedruid is going to be up next though. And Chillpills is stuff with nothing available. Maybe a Lichborn, because I don't get to see a Lichborn, but a Feral Druid going in with full set of bleeds. That's going to be his cheat death mechanic. Bash to follow, try to go for a blind, but the Feral just goes in for the jugular. The Hunter catching him immediately in a harpoon, trying to see if he can get after a Cutedruid as best as possible. At the very least, he can keep the pet on him. Stun while keeping him in that Sentinel. That is huge. But Cutedruid does not sit the stun long at all, though. That is rough. Got himself the orange Barskin Cyclone on the pet. And Buffsurvival might be okay. He's just trying to go for regrowth or two. Flare down to try to see if he can knock him out of stealth in case he does go for a stealth with a freezing trap or knockback trap around the corner. One of those two. But Buffsurvival got himself a perfect setup. Hunter mark on the Cutedruid so you can't catch an easy reset. So you should have a proper go. You just gotta find a way to stomp Cutedruid's opener. He can do that with a binding shot. He can do that with a root. And Cutedruid is over there trying to see if he can sink some of those bleeds and thorns over on that pet. Buffsurvival is going to have the pet poke in and out constantly to make sure that he's keeping that thing alive. But at the very least, he's denying him stealth, especially since he doesn't have a hunter's mark at the moment. So if you can just deny him any kind of reset, he might be okay. At the very least, you're not letting him catch a proper reset. Traps around the corner. He's trying to see if he can find the angle. Harpooning in, got himself a grenade to keep him in place. Maybe a stun to follow. Stun, that's perfect. He's keeping quite a bit of damage on the Cutedruid. Barskin is not enough keeping him alive. With a wall to follow, wall out for Buffsurvival just to match his energy into another stun. He's trying to go for another bite. But Buffsurvival backing up out of the Druid, leaping after him. Trying to see if he can make those bleeds work. Thorns are up and everything. If you can just keep him in that Sentinel, he's just gonna die to Sentinel. No, not even the Sentinel kills you. Just the kill shot instead does it. It still does quite a bit of damage. Quite a lot of damage. I think hunters, they don't have any more like kill shot does more damage like if it crits, right? But they have other components that play off of the crit too. So crit shot can still do more damage. But it's more like a tip of the spear mechanic, isn't it? Oh no, Marksman. I guess Marksman does have crit damage based on crit value that they have. And Chicago, quick zap, quick lasso, just a quick taser on the guy. Oh my goodness. As the guy himself full burst, could turn around that damage onto the pet as well for a bit. For Buffsurvival, he's got traps, so he should potentially be able to kite out Chicago. But the X lasso could be the end of you too. You got a trinket, so you may be okay. Binding shot does get caught in the Sentinel. That is a bit of damage. Rooted right after to go for a knockback. Buffsurvival charges in with a coordinate assault. Got himself the range damage, but that Tempest though. Hold on a second. Chicago needs more Tempest procs. Leaping in. Maybe potential enough damage. Got himself a big shield. Buffsurvival might be able to remove the shield. He's trying to see if he can break through it with damage. Stun onto Chicago. Another trap is available. Harpoon to follow with a grenade. Got himself the big sentinel. Chicago may need something to live this. Got himself as much survivability as possible. Draenor Racial converting the Maelstrom and mana into healing. Lasso around the corner. He got a trinket, but I guess he doesn't use it. He technically did have a trinket unless it's a bug. Unless it was a UI bug. And Demoniac as an outlaw waddling out of here. He's got one Thunderfury purple, one yellow, wearing the full Warlords of General last season PvP set, I want to say. I think so. Pretty sure. Rocking the tabard from DF. Waddling to Chicago. Chicago doesn't have a trinket, while Demoniac has literally everything. Chicago doesn't have wall either, or a bulwark totem. So you actually don't have a lot to work with. It's going to be Cloak Shadows immediately out of Demoniac. Kidney shot into Chicago. At least able to knock him back. Got himself pistols, big killing spree. Last to Southern Springs though. Trinket to follow. Got himself Counter Strike Totem. I don't know if you can heal yourself. That's a disarm. Trying to focus on the totem for a second. Chicago no wall for a while. I don't know if you can escape from the guy. I think the rogue might just have ya. Yeah, the rogue is not going to give you any breather whatsoever. Trinket and the wall almost coming back up for Chicago. Chillpills picking up 2 in that one. Hell yeah. Love it. Let's get us another go, boys. Yeah, una más. Let's go, boys. Alright, what do you say? I mean, the side biker, no way Chicago is back in a while. Yeah. It is great, man. It is great. And Miss Chicago. Plus, in hand, Shaman's got buffed up by quite a bit, too. I think Chicago buffs, you're not going to see them unless Chicago gets to play like fully dampening. If there is a spot. You win. Boris and Chicago, let me know when you guys are ready. If you need more, I do have Sniper who's down to join in. So we can get us as a +1 in here. But let me know when you guys, if your groups are ready or if you're looking for more. Chicago is ready. Beautiful. Boris, let me know when you're ready. And hit me with a full. Well, for second in instance, give him a second. We'll give for second and second. So Chicago's ready. Chicago's group stay together. Boris. Okay, now we're ready. Beautiful. I'll send you guys into a Dalaran sewers, I want to say. We did hook point. We did brook. We're gonna do Dalaran sewers, man. Playing the Holy Opposed for Frost is legit night and day. Yeah, I feel that. It's just this is the range that gives you a little bit more survivability. But like, yeah, they really, dude, somebody's gotta. I'd be perfectly okay if like Unholy lost a little bit of its range, but it was more of a melee. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone likes being able to hit for clawing shadows and death goals for as much as we do. Like, let him get a melee, let him be some tanky, let him get tanky, and let him have some proper melee damage, right? Like, if I can kite out a Death Knight, but they have a lot more damage while in melee and they're tankier, I'll take a trade as a rogue. Honestly. Imagine if they did that. That's what that'd be. We'll see what they do at the end of the day. We'll see what they do. Cutedruid over for the team 1. Ready to go. We got Conan. We got a supportable, the rogue. Hopefully one get knocked out of cell that time, simulating life. As Rosie becomes a lamppost? I think. Or no, you got a sheep. That's what Detroit does. And Chicago's going to be first up and running versus Demoniac. Oh, this is the rematch that we wanted to see. Got himself a shadow step off of that knock. Chicago with a trinket. Got him some wall. Everything available. Playing an Elementalist builder Shaman this time around. As Demoniac goes in for a blind, looking for a reset. You have a kidney shot. He's just going to go for a reset at the lasso. How does that hit behind the wall like that? Cloak shot is for the rogue. Full killing spree. Chicago, at the very least, this time around, has all their cooldowns. Wall is down, but does have a bulwark totem in case they need it. And they're trying to see if you can build up a little bit of Maelstrom for a big temple. Demoniac with an evasion, still trying to hammer in as much damage on Chicago as possible. Just continue to sink in ambushes and pistols back to back. Step is available off of the kidney shot. Does he have the damage though? He got killing spree very, very soon though. Potentially massive damage of the killing spree. Could be very, very formidable. As long as he doesn't get hit by a lasso, he'll be okay. Vanish for a second. Does get rooted. Cheap shot. This could be a potential go. Killing spree to break out of it. Does ignore the center. It does a bit of damage. Breaking through the defense of Chicago. Chicago does have a lasso trinket out of the rogue. This is going to back up out of there. Chicago with Ghost who summoned up. Demoniac has dots. He's trying to see if he can grapple out of there. At the very least, should be able to get himself a reset. No dots, clean reset. Chicago able to go for a bit of a reset themselves. But for Demoniac, he's going to need a couple of sippy cups here and there. At the very least, wait out for the, I was going to say totems, but there's wolves to be gone. At the bare minimum. Let's try to see if we can, do you have any food? Slid down, dude, laying down, rooted out. I think I was trying to go for a little bit of a bandages too. I don't know if those got interrupted or not with a flame shock or anything like that. Blind, as he goes for a bit of a reset. He got cooldowns coming back up very, very soon. He got bandage soon. He's got cloak very, very soon. Evasion very, very soon. He's got a drone rush. He could go in aggressively versus Chicago. Cheap shot. Follow up into a disarm. And then continue hammering finishers to get cooldowns back, like evasion potentially, unless he's running the stun talent. Kidney shot on Chicago. Full possible go. This is going to be a big killing spree potentially. Got him some more ambushes. Trying to see if he can maximize it. Vanish is available in case he needs to. Got himself lots of damage. Built up momentum into a full killing spree to follow. Disarm. Chicago may be able to go for a lasso here. Demoniac with trying to see if he can back up out of there with a root. Lasso isn't enough damage though. He may have a gouge. Cloak of Shadows. It is going to keep him alive. Tempest avoiding those Tempests, which is keeping him alive. Quick sipping up, but a second Tempest falls through. He doesn't die to dogs, does he? He doesn't die to dogs, does he? Get the shot on Chicago. It has advantage very, very soon. I don't even know you could be caught on that fence. That fencing around the Dalaran sewers. I didn't know you could actually be on top of it. I had no idea that was a thing. Trying to get away. Does he have anything? No, the zaps go through. That is a rough one, man. If you get a dot on a rogue right now, keeping a dot on a rogue just gets him out. And every rogue spec wants to get a reset. Even Outlaw, which is normally like the non-dot, not resale, not stealthy spec. But even that one requires a bit of stealth to a bit of a resetty. As Forsaken dropping down Death and Decay versus Chicago. I don't even know if that connects actually if it's up like that. Into a big Ascendance for Chicago. Saved Ascendance and just sending it all into Forsaken. Man, may need every defensive against the Tempest. Back-to-back lightning bolt strikes like that. Oh, that is a lot of damage. I think this might be out. I think it might be lights. Try to see if you can fight fire with fire, thunder with thunder. Or rather, corpses with thunder. And Chicago with a quick blind. Actually super low. Big bulwark totem coming in clutch. 3-minute cooldown, getting a lot of value right now. Try to see if you can chase and just lightning does strike twice, boys. Lightning strikes more than twice. In fact, I think he got hit 3 times with lightning, didn't he? The big tempest from the sky, the sound that it makes too. Especially if you're like in a really, really quiet area and you hear it, it has an echo. Oh, it sounds so good. Chicago trying to see if he can maybe fight a way through chills, but going from one Unholy Death Knight with that burst into another Unholy Death Knight, that isn't easy, especially when your wall is down, Bulwark Totem is down, at least hanging out by the totem, and it is providing a little bit of shielding, but with that stun, I think it's just lights. Got himself a bit of healing. Bloodlust, mana available, but I don't know if he's got Maelstrom, and there goes a quick cleave by the DK, taking him out. There isn't much you can do in that situation, though. That is rough. But Conan going to be up next. But Chicago popping off. The dumb enhancement shaman buffs are real. Actually, I don't know if you're running a... We're running Hailstorm by chance with Frost Shocks? Because apparently they bought the damage of that by like 40%. The Frost Shock empowered Hailstorms. Or a Hailstorm empowered Frost Shocks, rather. Those apparently are very, very good. At least I imagine 40% buff seems like it would be very, very good. Full stun, I was not. Yeah, apparently they buffed up a bunch of stuff by 40%. Then they buffed up like what the other one, it's the Fire Nova. I don't know if you'll actually use it though, unless maybe you're like an RBG or something. Chillpills just absolutely doing damage to Coda, dude. The guy can't even approach you. Just absolutely getting pelted down by the Magus' big old A-bomb sitting behind him. Blind right after to make sure that the pets are still surrounding Conan. That A-bomb is still getting so much value. But now maybe it's an opportunity for Conan to charge back him. Immediate stun as soon as he gets to reconnect. Couple of clawing shadows for Chills and he's just able to kite him out. As on a Holy DK, you don't want to take damage to the face. Got yourself the pet doing some damage. Stun on the pet. Got yourself a random Blaze-Stone proc or two. Conan is under quite a bit of pressure right now. Quite under a bit of trouble. Chillpills running by him. Got himself the pet. Big Apocalypse too. Potential lots of damage. Conan with a Stormbolt on the Chills. Trying to see if maybe that damage will be enough. As he's got himself a charge, at least as long as you can stay next to him, maybe there's a potential to heal. But Chills does have enough damage with the Riders spawning in back to back. He's got like 2 of them there. I don't think there was a full burst. I think he just got really lucky with Riders. With Portable gonna be up next. Got himself first aid. And it looks like Portable trying to give him as much of an auto dose as possible. Yeah, proper opportunity for an auto duel. He's at least he could have ran up, knocked the banner just out of your hands with a quick shadow strike, but he's letting him do the whole thing. Cheap shot onto Chills, portable, trying to get some damage in. Shadow strikes back to back too. As a blind comes through, Chillpills got himself a little bit of healing. Lichborn available, pet stun, full combo. And that's going to be army of the, or at least not the army, but like at least some of the pets join in. Or maybe actually that was Apocalypse. I'm pretty sure that was Apocalypse, yeah. So he's got Maguses, he's got a Rider, he's got his pet fully empowered, at least for a second until he had to sacrifice it. Portable got himself a little bit of health of one veteran, just trying to see if he can tussle man-to-man, mano versus Chills, trying to go toe-to-toe with the guy. Cloak with advantage, as he's just feeling pressure, as a full army of the Riders is out with the aim up. Chills is out here riding, trying to see if he can find the rogue, but he's nowhere near to be found. Sad, but the pests do catch the rogue. If you have enough healing, you have enough damage, shoot shot, IBF to break it. Chills got himself enough immunity, enough health to work with. Portable needs to somehow break past those defenses. She does, and Chillpills does slay the rogue. As he's left with literally nothing, a Cutedruid is ready to bite his head off. Immediately goes in for a stun. Bite, Chills got himself a little bit of health. He's gonna go for a grip, stun. He can't really do much at this point. Maybe kite out the Druid, but he's just trying to do whatever damage he can, I think, at this point, yeah. At this point, yeah. Just try to at least do something if you can. Buffsurvival is gonna be up next, waddling out, giving Cutedruid at least a chance to properly reset and get a potential go here. It's gonna go for a quick bow, honorable bow, love to see it. Giving you a chance to properly reset. Cutedruid, yeah, Cutedruid is his name. They're cute until they go for a bite on your head, and then they're not that cute anymore. To be honest, even giving you a nice little bow. Look at that. Are you trying to give him bow too? Because he's ready, man. He wants to go. He's not going to give you a proper opener there too. I mean, you had an opportunity to catch yourself a reset. You had an opportunity to catch a Prowler, and you're just absolutely savage with the Druid. Wall, Barskin, everything is available. He's got himself a bunch of those, what is it? A bunch of Mongoose bites from a distance. While Aspect of the Eagle is up. I don't know if Cutedruid has an answer here. He's got some healing, but a 44, yeah, just blows up. Just blows up. Throw a full flare down for Rosie. Still able to get himself sneaking a cheap shot in between of it. Buff does go in for a trinket though. Disarm for a second. Killing spree out of the rogue. Does go for a disarm to disrupt the killing spree. He still got those ambushes back to back. Still got some damage going in. Cloak, not Cloak Shell. Turtle Shell. I guess it is Cloak for the rogue, isn't it? But a Turtle Shell out of Buffsurvival. I literally called it Cloak because I was like, okay, that's his immunity. Into a freeze, into a trinket as he goes in for a cheap shot. I think it's just over. Yeah, I just get it. Those procs back to back. Scar does not want to give him a chance to catch a reset blind. You're standing next to him and you got a Malicious Aura on you, which is not going to feel great. Yeah, Gouge. I think he's just going to catch a reset. Just play the long game if possible. Meta, he doesn't even want to let him play the long game. Stun into immediate hunt, full burst. He doesn't have a cloak. He has evasion, but he doesn't have a cloak. He can't do much here. He's going to go for cheap shot. Trinket out of Scar. Still, that's a lot of fell Scar damage. Got himself a sippy cup. Maybe he could go for a disarm. He's got to find himself as much of a reset as possible. He got advantage coming up soon. He just got to spend those calm points into a few finishes. Skin a shot. I think you just run. I think you just run as much as you can. Grapple. Grapple again. Vanish is available. You can vanish. Maybe vanish sap him. I think you got to vanish. Vanish. Soothe the darkness, giving you a heal. You got eyes on you. You want to go for a sap, but I know you can't. Unless you guys still a dot on you. You're still attacking through a wall. That's still a thing. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Yeah, attacking through a wall, there's not much you can do with that. Rosie, I think, is dotted. I think it just might be lights for him. Unless roll the bones. If you can get a kidney shot. He got a drone rush, so maybe kidney shot off a drone rush. No, I think it's over. I think it's over. Yeah, that's rough, man. The fact that you can still auto attack the wall, Blizz, if you could fix that, that would be wonderful. That'd be great. If you could just fix that mechanic, that'd be great. But yeah, I think he was just trying to see if he can get himself a proper reset, but this auto attacks the wall. I feel like, pretty sure if I was scarred, I don't remember if the, I know the Ting Spec can, there's like a talent, hero spec talent that puts a fire dot on you. I don't remember if it's done through an auto attack or through like KO strikes and stuff. Might have been through auto attacks though. That is rough. A lot of people want to do anymore. Hold on, I just love when people want to do. Yeah. You just love when people don't. I mean, they gave the Druid an honor duel, though, to be fair. He did give the Druid an honor duel, though. Right? He let him give him plenty of opportunity to catch a reset. And maybe it was like thinking it was gonna go give it a little bit more time or something, but I really don't know. All right, Boris and Chicago. Let me know when you guys are ready. And Boris needs two spots available. Here we go. I'm gonna let Sniper know. Up, they are listed under Molten Core. Beautiful. Boris is listed under Molten Core if you want to join him real quickly. I won him the first round at EH2. Oh. Maybe we could make some work. Well, I think they're going to do a slash roll on their end, right? Pretty sure. Ready, Freddy? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, then you're +1. If you guys want to join, a group is listed under Molten Core, under 5V5 1v1 Duel. I think they're good. Oh, no? Or is that ups? Is that is that ready or no? There we go. I'll get it. Yeah, then you're +1 if you guys want to join them. Been like 5 years. You got bigger buddy Zoxy. Same back at you, my man. Same back at you, my man. What is that supposed to mean? Oh. Alrighty, boys. Uno más. And we're good to go. But yeah, maybe we could organize like you versus what's his name? It's Flex. I call him Scar, but it's Flex. It's Flex on a Demon Hunter. You guys got 5? Let's go. Ask him to join. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Where am I gonna send you guys in? Lordaeron? Or Tiger's Peak, man. Let's do Tiger's Peak. Let's do a slightly bigger arena. Not too big, but a little bit bigger. Like a little bit of a more open field, but like line of sight. You know what I mean? I think it'd be great. If I jumped him in, may have won, but he gave him one of those. I want to give him back. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I love it. Big fan of Chicago. Been watching Dal's videos for a while. Such a shaman gamer. Yo, Chicago is a bay. Did it work? They're gonna requeue. Cool. Wait. Hold on a second. Waiting. Let me know when you're good to go, my guy. I misclicked? The guy in the mage? So now I give him my spot and Chillpills is the lead? Okay. Sounds good. Apparently there were too many people joining Team Boris, so he just gave up a spot. So we'll get a king. Yeah, I feel that, man. That's very nice and kind of you. Seems cool. Very nice and kind of you, Boris. Oh, I can't spell tigers. That's why. I was like typing it out, getting the names right. I'm just like, all right, let's get it going. I'm misspelled tigers. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dude, I've been feeling kind of sick today. Like, there's a hurricane south of where I'm at, man. And it's just like, the atmospheric pressure, I guess, is just like getting to me. But like, you ever just wake up and you're just like, you feel sick, but like, yeah, everything's fine. You just kind of feel off. I'm sick today. I know you are actually sick, but like I've been feeling off all day. Like a headache and all that stuff, right? Just been off. But yeah, I hate that kind of feeling. And it's not even like I don't have fever. I don't have nothing. I'm not stuffy or anything. I'm just like, I'm walking around. I feel kind of like almost achy, and it's just like I'm fine. It's just, you know. Low pressure, I think. Yeah. I mean, there's a hurricane like south of where I live, way south, but still, you feel that either way. Me too, a tiny bit. Yeah, okay. So I'm not the only one then. Got it. My mom gets it all the time, dude. She's like very, very sensitive to that kind of stuff. Like any atmospheric pressure is like, something's a little off. Alrighty, switch. Got us a Rosie here. Oh, we actually got a, Rosie versus Chillpills. Back in the Frosty DK. Oh no, Outlaw. Full evasion. Has to blind him with an IBF. Breaking out of those stuns. Lynchborn overlapping IBF too. Or I guess delaying it now. But it was overlapping for a bit. That is rough. Disarm on a Chillpills. Just trying to see if he can kite out the rogue. Dropping down a dome. But they ain't no. Actually, there was a bit of magic. There is a little bit of magic for those rogues pick. There's a bit of that cosmic damage that you can delay, actually, even with an outlaw. It's going to be a trick out of Chills. Got himself the scythe, trying to see if he can slay it right through the rogue. But he's going to go for a big grapple hook to Chills. Got himself a death pack. The rogue's dodge should last long enough, hopefully, but the Cloak of Shadows is going to let him catch an easy reset, unless you just randomly death strike him, or not death strike him, death and decay him down. Yeah, that is rough, man. That is rough. That is not easy to get around with whatsoever. Rosie able to back up out of there, but had a hell of a go. But Chillpills had a hell of a response. Even Rosie looking the wounds as well. So it was actually both of them taking a bit of the damage. Though Chillpills does have Karamina over on the team, so that's going to be pretty major. We got Forsake, we got ourselves Tridart, we got ourselves Big Bob over here too. I like the name Big Bob. Man, that actually looks so good with them shoulders and the wolf hat and everything. Just the wolf whole setup. Low seated. Rosie does get himself a full reset though, so that might be all right actually. Just trying to be a little bit careful with the sap. I hate how people get like this standing up on their mounts when they can see when they're mounted. I'm not a fan of that at all. As Rosie flipping them coins, it is gonna be a disarm onto Chillpills with a killing spree to fall. Like Chill taking lots of damage off that kill spree. Got himself Lynchborn. It provides a little bit of a DR as well as some leech in order to get some health back, but it's just not a lot. Blind to follows Rosie. I think it's just gonna go complete reset on Chills. Has a kidney, but it looks of it. Cheap shot. No, it doesn't even need it. IBM for Chills. Able to break past the stun. Rosie just going to see if he can hang in there into an evasion. Is going to be able to stun him. Trigger to follow for the rogue. Is it going to be enough though? He has Chills on the rogue. That is going to be a stun. And Chillpills trying to go for a quick grip into maybe a death strike, but Rosie able to go on for a quick run through right through the heart. Not much you can do in that situation, man. That is rough. That is rough. Other rogues in particular, if they get on top of you, that mobility, yeah, double grapple, sprint, which has a cooldown reduction with the outlaw. You have step, you have evasion, and I don't know if he's playing into the cooldown reduction evasion or if he's playing for a better kidney, which gives like what 5% damage on you, if not 10. I think it's 5. I think it was 5 in PvP. But yeah, it is crazy. It's fate bound, and they're actually making it so that instead of having step for outlaw, you have 2 charges of grapple hook in the next patch. But with Fate Bound, when you grapple, you get a free grapple. So you can grapple, 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 grapple. Remember Warriors? When they had that big, like, what is it? Barbarian PvP town back, I think, in Legion? Where they were just like, okay, they're gonna run any map with a flag, like Warsong Gulch. They're gonna grab the flag, run out into the middle of the arena. 6 heroic leaps back into the into the team's starting room and just cap the flag. It happened so fast. All they had to do is do a quick run down the tunnel, leap 6 times, right back into the starting room, cap the flag, and it's just like, don't let him get in the middle or he'll just go flying. Literally, you can just keep leaping. You can even have a second leap mid-air before you even land a leap, so you just like never even touch the ground in between those 6 leaps. You were just literally might as well teleport into the into the room. It is nuts. Just for saying, try to see if you can catch Rosie, but Rosie I think is just going to be taking it easy, waiting for cooldowns. Evasion's down, no trinkets, so I think he's just trying to see if he can have some proper go. And because of that combo with the talent, the legendary boots. Oh yeah, the legendary boots too. Yeah. Rogues basically got something close to that. Barbarian town, town still exists. Yeah, but they made it so you cannot like have 3 leaves. You can only have like 2. You know what I mean? You can only get like 2. But back in the day when it was nuts, the nuts version of it, oh, it was great. Full opener by Rosie. Does get bitten by the pet for a second. Full, I think it was a kill spree. I think it was a denied kill spree. I think he's got like 1 strike out of it. Trying to go for more ambushes. Evasion is available. If he can stay on top of Forsaken, he can just keep the momentum rolling. Rogue Outlaw is a momentum-based spec. Once you pick up the momentum, you either want to stay in. He chooses to get out as he sees cooldowns on a full army out of Forsaken. Cloak of Shadows got himself full reset as soon as the Death Pact is gone. So his pets are gone. The main big one for him in particular. I think that's where you just want to get in. Forsaken does pick up a little bit more health. Lichborn was sent, so you won't have Lichborn for the next go. Rosie will not have an evasion, but will have a vanish, maybe disarm to follow up very, very soon. As long as he doesn't pick up the ice, he'll be okay. Cheap shot, goes in for a proper go. Got himself a big opener. Killing spree coming up very, very soon. Could use kill spree. Big damage out of the spree. He's just all over the place. He's everywhere and nowhere. He got one more vanish in case he needs to disarm available. So he's actually got proper go. Forsaken can't really respond right now. Stun. Rosie has his waited out, but disarm on the DK. Doesn't have to worry about cheap shot off that vanish. Got himself even more damage. Every time this spec of rogue vanishes, it's almost like a dance. It's almost like Shadow Dance. Basically, it's Shadow Dance. Blind for a second on Rosie. Forsaken, I don't know what you can do in that situation. You don't have a stun for the guy. Trying to get some healing, maybe some damage, but the rogue with pistols and ambushes just keeping the flow going with Crim. Gonna be up next. Not gonna let the rogue out of his sight. He's got full burst potential on him. Blind as he goes in for a trinket. The rogue looking for a reset, but Crim is already around the corner with barrages slamming down. It does go for a Nova with Conan charging in up next. The rogue so far has been running amok, and Crim out here taking down the rogue. Can he play against the rest of them though? Conan does not play Shatter. Actually, it doesn't need to. Crim ice block really quickly, breaking out of it just to keep himself going. Stunned though, he isn't playing around the normal blink. That or he blinked a little too early. I don't know if he's shimmer or if he's blink. If it's shimmer, then that stun is going to be full value. That or he blinked, and then it was just like perfect for Conan. Reflect up, and Crim is just going to back up out of there. Unless he just dies? Is he bled up? I'm looking at his health bar. I'm just like, I'm seeing it go down. Does get himself a reverse blink. And Conan is going to mount up. Does get to mount up, but still gets hit with a slow though. I think it is his image, isn't it? Or his, what, not image. It's his, let's see what blink. I don't think he's got blink. No, Conan does take him. It's not an image. It's his familiar. I think that comes with a slow now, doesn't it? At least it didn't look like he had any kind of slow. That is wild. A Stride Dart is going to be up next. Tools are when everything available. Conan tanking this damage. Got himself a trinket out of this one. Tridart has every cooldown available. Disarming Conan for a second. He's got a full burst, knocking him up in the air. Conan's got himself some damage available. Back up towards Tridart with a Blaze Storm to follow. Got himself reflect. I don't really know where he reflected. Karma right after him. He's got a leap, but he's going to force him back in off of the leap with a clash. Not let him go anywhere. Conan with a quick fear. Does he live that Karma is the question. It looks like he does for a second. Stun onto Tridart, does break out of it. Full burst available, and oh my. That is a lot of damage. Big zaps out of Chicago. Tridart has to find a way to see. I'm switching to the wrong guy completely. Tridart has to find a way to fight through the Shaman and the Rogue and the Druid. Can he do it though is the question. There's quite a lot of dudes have over on Team 2 for now. Can he go for all 3 for 3? He's playing the Shadowpan version of the Monk, so he's got him some big damage. He's got to go through the energy and through the flow. Leg sweep, potentially big damage into a better defense. He got himself at least a little bit of survivability with a diffused magic against Chicago's elemental is damage, but a root totem around the corner can't go anywhere right now. Maybe he can port. Looks like he does have a port available. Maybe Blaze Zaps out of Chicago, knocking him up for a second. This is at least got some damage, but he's trying to see if he can back up out of the in cap for a second. May give him enough of a breather. 43% dampening, not gonna feel good. Chicago charging in. Root totem, stun totem around the corner could also be really, really bad. Potentially could drop down the totemic. He's actually getting ruined. He's slowed. That totem keeps looking at it. Look at it. That totem just keeps looking at the. I love the slow root totems because they will just keep looking at you, hit you with a slow. And they're toxic, man. They'll just be looking around like they're just like a non-sentient totem. They'll look at you, hit you with a slow, and look away like it did nothing. Swear to God, they're toxic. Knock up on the Chicago off of the Lexium, dropping down the big shield totem. Tridart still taking lots of damage. Karma to reverse it back onto Chicago. Chicago just needs to survive just a little longer. Rude onto Tryhard, trying to go for a heal. Got himself zaps, but the zaps, though, the Karma reverses so much damage back at him. And Tridart does take it. He has a human racial for the Cutedruid opener, so I don't know if he's going to use it here. The in cap. Is he DR'd? No, he's not DR'd. Trinket immediately. Fist of Fury to parry up the damage. Druid got him some big blades on the Tridart. No Karma available. I think he might just have it. And he does have it. Big Bob is the last one left over for the Team 1. He's got to get himself a proper go here, man. He's got to get himself a proper go. Cutedruid with an Incarn. Got himself a re-stealth as we hit into that pretty high dampener. Cutedruid does have a trinket. He doesn't have Barsian, but he's going to get it back up very, very soon. Big Bob could pick up the eye. Cutedruid picking up the eye. It's going to be in bear form for Bob. He knows he's not going to be able to get the opener. He just charging in. Or does he? Or does he? Hold on a second. Or does he? Try to get a proper go. Cutedruid with a stun. That is going to be a full thorns available. Bob is just going in. Full Inkar. Mad damage. Walling us off. And Cutedruid not in a great spot right now health-wise. I don't think there's anywhere to recover. Bob doesn't go for a trinket just to get himself that kill. He's just going in for the jugular. Looking for a bit of regrowth. This is looking for a bit of recovery. Got rode out of the rogue. He just needs to tank up. Dampening is super high, so whatever healing you can do is just not going to do anything. You got to really tank up. You see cooldowns out of the rogue? Tank up. Does he get a trinket? Wait, he got a trinket out of the rogue. If you can get a stun, this might be potentially a big go. That is full death. Oh, that's a full cooldown. So you gotta wall this. You're gonna die, Bob. Bob. Yeah, Bob. When you see full death mark and everything, you got a wall, Bob. That is a lot of damage. But Rogue's picking up too as an outlaw rogue. Tridart coming back for his team little by little. But look at that rogue, man. That mobility, the constant pressure on the outlaw. I guess at least against Death Knights, right? At least against Death Knight. Wait, that might be the best name I've ever seen. Grippy McFart. What a fantastic name. Wow. Why does he have so much health? Is that normal? That's so many? Maybe it is normal. I've been seeing some of the best names out there recently, dude. This has been great. Oi, 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 oi. That rogue, man. That's wild. Oi. Alright, let me see where we're at. 19. Beautiful. Monks the need above. I don't think so. If you ask Taco Pounder, he's like, yo, Monk need above, dude. Monk need above. Monk need 20 buffs, dude, at the very least. Otherwise, Blizzard doesn't care about anybody that plays Monk class. How dare they? You know what I mean? Glue 6 and Kukil WoW are my personal favorites. Oh no, Glue 6 is still really, really good. Kukil WoW is really funny, but like, if you didn't play in Shadowlands, you have no idea what that means, but it's great. I think Glue 6 is good because no matter the expansion, that one like is a banger. Well, about Orphan? I like Orphan too. Have they been only buffing, buffed lately? They have been only buffed lately? Monks? Yeah. But have they? I know they're buffed for PvE a little, here and there. Monks are already in a good spot, but they don't need a buff. Monks are underpowered, unplayable, need a buff, the damage at least 200%. I just took a Pounder's chick. That's just his chick, boys. Don't worry about it. Don't get offended either. Oh, man. Can we tell this got too open, bro? Fast. Yeah, the rogues, man, they ain't gonna open up until they got everything available. Yo, boys. Can we call it here? Normally we'd be going for like Ono Mas at the very least, but I think I want to call it for now, man. Like I said earlier, not feeling 100% because of the weather and all that. I'm actually gonna call it here right now, dude. I'm gonna call it here. I appreciate you, the Chicago, right? No problem. Yeah, let's call it here, man. Chills is sick too, so now would be a pretty good time to take a break. It's just the weather, man. Weather got me feeling under the weather. Next week though, full games, everything, right? Promise ya. Promise ya. Because I came in, I popped the stream on, I was like, dude, I'm kind of feeling off, but like I'm gonna get at least most of the stream done for the day. And here we are, most of it, 10 minutes left over. Remember when Warriors would intercept touch death? Oh yeah, I think that's still a thing, right? Isn't it? Rainy weather, it is pretty bad. Like for the hurricane, I've just been feeling it, man. Thanks to your brother and stuff. Thanks so much, I appreciate it, my man. You guys have a wonderful one, man. You guys have a good one. Get cozy, you know, relax, enjoy your weekend, all that stuff. Get as cozy as humanly possible, yeah. I'm probably gonna rest up a little bit, have dinner. I love rainy weather. Oh, I love it too, but like, I love rainy weather, but with a hurricane and all that, it's just like the atmospheric pressure stuff. It always gets me like feeling kind of off a little, you know what I mean? But yeah, managed to eat like a pounder or a target rogue. Yeah, let's go, dude. Let's go. All right, you guys have a wonderful one. Remember when Warrior? Yeah, that was awesome. We guys have a great one. Thank you so much for watching. Super fun hanging out with all of you. We do this every single week. Friday for EU, Saturday for NA, and you guys are more than welcome to join us if you want to play, man. Anybody and everybody's welcome. We do this every single week, and we're gonna continue doing them while they're fun, and they haven't stopped being fun so far. But yeah, I got a bunch of projects in the pipeline. I'm actually had one basically ready to go. I just kind of couldn't finish some stuff real quickly. But yo, Baldwin, oh man, GG's, Dal. GG's, man. Were you in, Baldwin? Normally Baldwin is in a Warlock, but maybe he was playing something else this time around, right? Were you the mage by chance? With that cap? Or was the mage with that mushroom cap? I think it's awesome. GG's, boys. You guys have a wonderful one. Thank you so much for watching. I am Bob. You're Bob, yo! Bring Bob next time, dude. I like the name Bob because I feel like there's so many closers like with Bob. That's so good. Hell yeah, man. Definitely press wall or press something when you see death mark every single time. That thing is painful. But have a great one. I'll catch you guys all. Tomorrow is a Sunday, so it's my day off. I'm chilling. Monday, maybe. I've been planning on starting to stream Monday. Monday we have a raid though, so maybe I won't. Monday we have a raid though, so maybe I won't. Just raids, put my raids. What really messed up my sleep schedule, man? Because I used to go to bed at like 9 or 10 p.m. But then raids is like we're not done until 12 a.m. my time. So it's like I try to go to bed insta as soon as the raid is over. But yo, DK, how you doing, my man? We're just ending right here. But yo, love you, big guy. Hope you enjoy the duels. I don't know if you're gonna be watching the VOD later or anything later. But yeah, I was just saying real quickly. Monday maybe I'll stream. I don't know, man. If I'm like in a fantastic mood, if I'm just like filled with energy, maybe I'll stream Monday if I get a bunch of work stuff done. But yo, thank you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Also, check out the vid we got today. It's the Zekvir solo. If you want to do it on a rogue, or if you want to get on a mount, and you have a rogue, and you have like 6-10 atom level. It's pretty easy. It's actually not that bad at all. They made the fight super doable. So get your mounts, boys. It's really good. It's actually really fun. About Emric play today? Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Bring Emric next time, man. I like that guy. He popped off. Look at first day did good. Yeah, bring him next week, man. If he was down for it. Bring whatever friends you got. The more fresh blood we get for these duels, the better. You know what I mean? Yeah, Pato becomes master. Let's go, dude. There it is, dude. There it is. I love those, man. I love those. You guys have a great. I'm bad at ending streams, dude. I feel like you're dragging it out. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys maybe Monday, definitely Tuesday. Alrighty. Peace.
With the ground beneath your feet, with a whisper in the trees. Do you feel us watching? Hunger in our eyes, victories on our minds. It's our time to rise. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's revolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We the revolution. We're not back in town, know what we're doing.